They ask me about my red card. It's a red card. But why Bentancur against Reece was not a red card? Spurs away. So us as a manager, we struggle to understand why they judge in different way.
A lot of yellow cards, so not a lot of fluidity. But after the sending off of Caicedo, obviously we wanted to settle the game. We didn't manage to do that. We had more yellow cards. We had 4 yellow cards. Obviously those players were constantly targeted to try to even the game in terms of numbers. Hi.
What's your overall assessment? Bearing in mind you played an hour against 10 men, is it a game you should have won? It was a point game?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think it was a really proper London derby, really intense. You could sense from the beginning that every duel, every action has something on it. Two teams very willing to win, and not much football. It was a lot of restarts, a lot of free kicks, stops, a lot of yellow cards. So not a lot of fluidity. But after the sending off of Caicedo, obviously we wanted to settle the game. We didn't manage to do that. We had more yellow cards. We had 4 yellow cards. Obviously those players were constantly targeted to try to even the game in terms of numbers, and at halftime we said, okay, let's pause it now, let's now get what we have to do, very clear what the intention and how we're going to dominate the game. In the first action, long ball, gives a free kick, wide free kick, corner, consider set piece. So then the momentum shifts, and emotionally the team have to react to that. We managed to get some good spells without having too much momentum, score a great goal. And after that, yeah, we had 2 or 3 big chances, but we lacked certain detail, especially in the manner that we attacked to generate more, and especially as well to avoid certain transitions every time Robert had the ball in his hands.
Alex from the BBC.
Hi Mikel. Could that be important for your team going through the season, a type of game where your players learn, like Christian Maresca, Ricardo Calafiori having to play in the back line without Gabriel and Saliba having to maybe lead the defence?
Yeah, well, it's been a big week, starting with the derby, how emotional and the necessity that and the intention we have to win it, then to play Bayern Munich 3 days later. We lost players in those games, and today, for example, we had to play a partnership that we never played before in a really difficult match. The captain is still not here, the 9 is still not here, Kai is still not here. We lost Leo in midweek as well. But the team had to react to that, and I think overall it's been a really positive week because the difficulty was immense. But I have this flavour that today we should have and we could have won the game, and we haven't, and that's a learning point from it.
Matt, take it off.
Mikel, just on that, picking up that theme of the week, do you feel there were sort of some tired minds and bodies out there today on your team?
Well, we played every 2.5 days. Today we had 1 less day than Chelsea to prepare that, and on top of that, we lost players. But is the schedule now? We're going to have to play Wednesday for sure, and every 3 days. So yeah, it drags you on. It was a lot at stake, and there were 2 very, very in-depth matches. But that's the beauty of it as well. Not many clubs had the opportunity this week to play the games that we have played, and I'm extremely proud of the team.
Say James, CBS.
Mikel, what does it say about your team, what they could go on to achieve, that they can come to a place like Stamford Bridge, probably play a little bit below their collective level and still feel disappointed not to have won?
Yeah, that's a good point, and but that's the feeling that we have, and that's the standards that we set to ourselves, and yeah, probably it's because the spirit and the hunger and how much they want it is so incredible that we will overcome everything, because already a lot of things happened, but that's it. What we have to do is prepare very well, and Wednesday try to be better than Brentford.
Tom, Football London, in the middle there.
Hi.
It's been 3 years, 3 months, and 25 days since we've had 2 games where you haven't been able to pick Gabriel or Saliba for a Premier League match.
How many days?
3 years, 3 months, 25 days. You've not been able to pick them twice.
Yeah.
What impact does that have on the way your team plays, and how do you think Piero and Christian did?
Yeah, well, it's been a headache because obviously we have to have a lot of options and changes in the last few months for different reasons. That one is, as you said, and with those numbers that I didn't know, very unexpected, and it happened yesterday. But the beauty of it that you have players so willing to play, so willing to connect with each other, we will build our relationship even better. So today was a great learning match for all of us, and as well give you the assurance that whoever is there is going to perform.
Last couple, Martin.
There's been a view, I think, across football looking at your squad that you had the deepest, strongest squad in the league. Today that depth was tested. Have you seen anything today to suggest that you haven't got the deepest, strongest squad? Because it looked that your performance intensity was there despite the loss of numbers.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's been tested since the pre-season because we lost 6-7 players constantly out of the squad. But I have no doubts, as I said, with the quality that we have, and especially with the mentality that every player has.
And finally, Nick from Haters.
Hi, Mikel. Without Gabriel and William Saliba, you're obviously quite a different team. How long do you think you'll be without Saliba, and will you come back next time?
I don't know. I think he's got another test tomorrow, really, to see the extent of that feeling, that sensation that he had, and we will know more with Gavi still some weeks to go.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Enzo, what was your assessment of your team's performance and results?
I think sometimes you have to be happy even with 1 point. For sure, the target was to win the game. Again, 11-11, I think we were better team than them. We managed the game, we controlled the game, we create chances, and we didn't concede nothing. And then the red card changed a little bit the dynamic, but even with that, I think the way the players dealt with that has been outstanding.
Jacob?
Enzo, you said in, I think, October, after the United and Brighton games, one of the things that you wanted to learn how to do better was how to react after it went to 10 men. Today it felt like it was totally different. Your decisions were very brave, no real change after the red card. Is that something that you're conscious of today?
I think, again, Man United game, the change was because Man United, they attack with 5 players. They attack in different way compared to Arsenal. So I know that's most of the time, you judge because of the result. We changed, we lost, so it was bad change tonight. But it's every time we do something is because in that moment we consider that is the right thing to do. And then sometimes works, sometimes no. But for sure the way the players, they dealt with 10 players, the effort. I told them half time we need to double the effort, and they were outstanding.
Simon?
Sorry.
Sort of twofold question for me. On one hand, how key, talking about playing 10 players, how key though was Rob Sanchez in terms of keeping that sort of collective going? And secondly, Reece James, another phenomenal performance. Can he do that again on Wednesday night without Kasai?
No. Yeah, it's no. The reality is no. Robert was very good. When you are with 10 players against Arsenal, for sure, if you want to take a point or win the game, you need some special performance, like Robert, like Reece, as you said. So we are very happy with the Robert performance. Reece, now serious, his performance has been fantastic, top. Now we have game on Wednesday. For him, very good. That we need to manage him. We need to control. We need to, control a little bit his situation. But it was very good tonight.
Nizar?
Hi, Enzo. I just wanted to ask you about Reece James said in his interview after the match that he thought it could have been 10 versus 10, and I wondered if he thought maybe Piero Hincapié could have been sent off because he seemed to hurt Shalaba.
Yeah. I think it's Reece is right, but they decide. I just said there, they asked me about my red card. It's a red card. But why Bentancur against Reece was not red card? Spurs away. So us as a manager, we struggle to understand why they judge in different way. Mo, it's red card, yes. Bentancur is red card, yes. Why they don't give them red card? So it's just that we struggle to understand. Then it's red card. The reality is that it's a red card. But why they judge in different way? And the Trevor one, I asked the referee, he said to me that it was not elbow. So this is what they said. Yes, black eye is here like this. It was with ice half time. It was with ice, but they judge in different way.
Davido?
Charlotte, the way you play today, which is the thing you're most proud of?
For sure, the effort of the players. Arsenal, they are top of Premier League, top of Champions League, best defender in the Premier League, probably best defender in Champions League. So in this moment, they are the best team. And I think 11-11, we were better than them. And then with 10 players again, changed the dynamic. So the effort from the players has been outstanding.
Peter?
Hi, Enzo. Do you think the performance level today, perhaps even more so considering it was with 10 men against Arsenal, who everyone is seeing as the front runners for the league, has that changed your perception of your own team and where they are at the moment?
I think, once again, sometimes I think I'm a little bit bored, but bored in terms of boring, you know. I have to say again the same. If in February, March, we are where we are now, we're going to be for title. But we are still, you know, end of November, December. Now we are Leeds away Wednesday. It's a very difficult game, so you need to, you know, to be there every time. But for sure, you know, Arsenal tonight, Barcelona the other day, Liverpool, PSG, or these kind of games, for sure, they give to the players, you know, the confidence to grow and to believe.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.